Alright, this is my deck profile for the Galarian Weezing Sableye deck. This is a deck I just put together, only played a couple games with. It's very frustrating to play against. I think I have a video where I played against it with Sableye, but you can control the pace of the match really well. So for Pokemon V, I play two of the Sableye. Crazy Claws is a really good attack. 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. You can do crazy damage, especially paired with the uh, Inteleon line that is running this deck. It's really easy to ping and then just boss something up and deal crazy amounts of damage. I do run two Crobat V and one Crobat V Max. This is just something I really like with the Weezing plays in this deck. So Crobat, of course, you get the draw of up to 6 when you play it from your hand to your bench, assuming there isn't a path up. So good draw. You can poison for 2 energy and 70 damage. You're not going to be using that very often. But the VMAX is a good way to make it so your Crobat can't be knocked out easily. A lot of the times games end with your opponent just knocking out Crobat with a boss. It's very frustrating. I'm not happy with Crobat in most other decks, but I think it fits well in this deck, especially being able to hit 70, poison them, and then switch into your Weezing early game to just slow down your opponent and ability lock them if they don't have an escape rope or a boss's order. I play two Galarian Weezing, two Coughing. I think Weezing for a long time was very underrated. I ran it in Eternatus. It was very good, especially when Eternatus was the deck to play. Just shutting down other people's abilities. It's always incredibly strong, especially now that the Drizzile line is being run. Just putting up a Crobat VMAX, hitting for 70, switching that in. They're poisoned. They don't have abilities. It's really good. So then next, I do run one Inteleon and then two Inteleon Quick Shooting, 4 Drizzile, and 4 Sobble. Pretty standard. Just really good for consistency. Hitting the pings on your opponent so that you can get Sableye knockouts. Really good, fixing math. All around, probably one of my favorite things about any deck right now in the standard format is the Sobble engine. It just adds a lot, I think, in this format of Mew VMAX. It's not a fun. Speaking of which, Darkness, Weakness, Sableye is going to be hitting for weakness on that. Unfortunately, with Crobat, you're not doing much damage. I mean, 140 with weakness, and poison is not going to do anything for weakness there. But items, I play 2 Air Balloon, just being able to switch out of things in the active without actually having to play a switch. I don't see too many Tool Scrappers right now. I have seen some Jolteon lists play them and other miscellaneous decks, but it's not something too common. So I feel comfortable playing the 2 Air Balloons as my tools, just to get the switches when I need them. I do play 2 Energy Search to find out the Dark Energy, because this deck only runs the 7 Dark Energy right now. Just being able to find them when you need them is always good, so I only run 2. 3 Scoop Up Net. I mean, just scoop up any of your Inteleon line, just replay for the shady dealings or the or to get the Weezing out of play if it's low on HP. Really good. I have seen some people run 4 in their lists. I think 3 is the play right now. 3 Evolution Incense. Just find your VMAX, find your any of your Drizziles or Inteleons or Weezing. It's really important. You might even want to play 4. But I do play 4 Level Ball. Of course, finding Drizzile, Sobble, or the what is it? It's not Weezing, it's the Coughing. Yeah, Coughing. You can find the Coughing with that as well. And then 4 Quick Ball. Pretty standard for search, discarding. This deck does play 2 Trainer's Court in 1 path. So Quick Ball away, Darkness Energy, get it back. You don't have to worry about your Darkness Energies being gone forever, especially with the supporters you play. I'm playing 2 Clara. So you can choose one or both of those effects to either put 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand or 2 energy from your discard pile into your hand. Really good at just getting things back, getting resources you might have lost from the early game that you need in the late game. I play 3 Professor's Research, 3 Boss's Orders, and 4 Marnie. So I feel in this deck, the reason I run 4 Marnie instead of 4 Research, or 3 Marnie and 3 Research, and then just dropping the 4th Marnie, I feel like in this deck, because it's more control-based, limiting your opponent's hand size is really good. So if they have a bigger hand, you can put them to 4, drop the path in place, and wheezing up. That'll put them in a tougher situation if you are guessing they have a bad hand. Alright. And then for energy, I just run the 7 basic darkness energy. Hiding darkness is a good option right now. I think 7 is really good just because the energy search, you can search them out easier with. And that's kind of the list. I definitely think I'll make an update to this later after I've played with it a bit more and get a feel for what I want. I have seen a lot of the more successful lists not include Crobat or Crobat VMAX in them, and instead put Hoopa or the Tapu Koko with Free Retreat in, and the Galarian Moltres, which are all really good cards. But yes, and also, if you're looking to include Raihan, that's also a good option. Just getting the energy back in play and searching for any card is always good. But right now, I feel like this is sufficient enough. You know, I have the weakness on the Mew VMAX, so I'll be able to take some pretty easy knockouts with that. But yeah, tell me what you think of the list. Give me some, you know, just constructive feedback. I don't know how many of you have ever played this list, played against it, but I think it's pretty obnoxious to fight. So yeah, thanks